Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have everyone back. New episode, Cities Skylines. As I said, glad to have everyone back. We have installed a couple mods, ladies and gentlemen, and I'd like to show you one of them, and that is the first person. Check it out, people. I've seen other YouTubers do it. It was extremely easy to get on the Steam Workshop. And all you gotta do is hit the tab button, and you are in first-person mode, as you can see in the top right corner of the screen. You can see a Dante's Inferno blaze going on down there by our power plants. That's pretty funny. But this is pretty cool, I'll have to say. Our city is coming up fairly nicely. Our money situation's a little bit rocky, but hopefully we can earn some more in this episode and hopefully get to our population up a little bit. But once again, glad to have everyone back. Make sure you smash that like button. A lot of viewers, a lot of likes. Thus far, some people still want SimCity. SimCity hasn't gone anywhere. We're going to get back to SimCity. It's just right now trying new game. See what we can do with this game here. Check out this car here. And this is something that you couldn't do in SimCity. So this is pretty cool, people. Alright, so enough of that. Now, as I stated, we're going to be working on our population this episode. Money is it's doing all right, I guess. Power was a bit of a situation. In fact, when I first loaded up the city, I was getting all power logos, so I threw down a few more of these guys. So that should combat that. Let's take a look at our budget. I like to start off here. I don't know. We're looking okay. Our power is definitely through the roof. We actually are still paying back this Global Credit Incorporated. 184 weeks left. So, yeah. There was actually an update on this game today when I logged in. It added a few things with the chirper. We've got some real crime issues down here we're going to have to address. But, updated some things with the chirper. The other mods that I installed were more like, basically they were buildings. So, for example, when, you know, you all lay down or I lay down, commercial districts, and your buildings come up and they are leveled up, you know, stage 1, 2, 3 or whatever. Come, I believe it's the third or final or fifth final stage, whatever the top tier is, there's a 5% chance to get these new buildings. So I'm not sure if we're going to get to that in this episode, but when we do, moving forward, I'll point them out to you. They're on the Steam Workshop. Check them out. A lot of people got some cool stuff, and I would strongly suggest messing with that. Okay, so crime. Hold on, let me turn down this volume a little bit. It's getting crazy here. Okay. Crime is more of an issue in the city. I'm not sure why. I think it's due to lack of education. I, in my previous city, started with more of an education, you know, mindset, I guess is the best way of putting it. In this city, definitely not. Just kind of throwing stuff down. Do we even have a school? Yeah, we do have a school, actually. But as you can see, most of our residents, they're not educated. They don't know. They don't know what the heck's going on. Which is probably leading to our crime. It says the crime rate is low, but yet we have these robberies popping up. Fire coverage is an issue. 45% are in hazard. I'm not sure which one of these issues is most important right now. I really don't. I think our biggest issue, let me crank this up, I guess, a little bit, is probably our demands down here. It's keep asking me to grow the city. We actually have room for another tile, but I'd rather save the $6,100 dollars or whatever it is for something a little bit more important right now, but we will be moving forward with that, I promise. I promise, I promise, I promise. Tyler writes, local traders and business owners request more local manufacturing industry. Alright, well that's what we're going to do right now, people. We do not have offices thus yet, so we will have to work towards that. Now, I'm hoping that more jobs will bring more residents. Actually will grow this little local demand up. We need to try to get to 6,500 residents if possible today. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Sometimes these, I've noticed that the population seems to kind of spike. Like, all of a sudden you'll have, I don't know if we need to waste our money on that right now. You know, you'll look down and, you know, you'll be in the negatives, and all of a sudden you'll get 500 residents. Boom. 1, 2, 3. So I'm hoping for that. My fingers are crossed, because I like to lay down some of that high-density commercial through here. As we've stated in the previous videos, it's going to be our commercial downtown district. I'm hoping maybe down towards the water, maybe we can put some high-rise buildings. A couple of you had asked for a dam, hydroelectric, I think it's called, or hydropower plant. Yeah, that might be something we can do. I'm open to that. With the way the power situation is in this map here, I'm still learning, ladies and gentlemen, and if you have any feedback, please let me know. But we've got one of these guys here. It's a coal power plant, and I keep getting this not enough fuel message. Now, I don't know if I'm getting that because this city plot in particular, there's no fuel. There's a bunch of fertile land. There's a bunch of forest. The only oil is up here, which maybe it would be mindful to spread in that direction, which I think our next plot will be. But I didn't pay attention to my last city plot where I didn't have that issue. I think if you kind of build up on oil, you kind of get oil. In this city in particular, I'm not getting any. And that's more so the reason for all these wind plants or whatnot. So as long as we can hold steady to like 8,500 residents, we'll do the damn thing. I promise. We'll do the damn thing. That's our focus here. I did mess around with it, and in another city, when you create the dam, the water really does back up. It's pretty crazy. So if I go ahead and I put a dam down here, there's a good chance it might flood our city out. So we can have some fun with that. I think that'll be cool for future episodes. So I'm looking forward to that. Even though crime says it's low, it's really not low. I mean, as you can see, we're getting completely mugged in every corner of the city. And like I said, I don't know what's more important now. Should we let people get mugged? Should we send kids to school? Should we send fire trucks out to put out the fires? We're in bad shape here, people. And our money isn't really growing all too quick. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Forgive me if I keep clicking this, but I think that's how you get rid of that little pane that keeps coming up. So what's going on here? No more room. So we got issues here. 59% full. Definitely gonna have to address this. Now, as I've stated in previous episodes repeatedly, you gotta make sure you keep up with this. Otherwise, you're gonna be screwed. There you go. I said it. You're gonna be screwed. So let's start emptying a couple of these out. Very cool. Let's work on population. See, look at this. So quickly, or look at all the trash messages we're getting. I think what I'm gonna do is, the way I've laid the industry, and I still think it's a good idea, I think I'm gonna create like maybe like a one-way road, because what's happening, I've paid attention to this. Look at all these trucks. They're all coming in, they're all turning, they're all getting stopped here, they're all coming down. What if we created like a one-way, like roundabout on-ramp? Let's see here. Let's get creative, people. We've got the tools. We have got the tools. And then maybe did something page up. No, not that high. I'm a rookie at this. I'm an absolute rookie. Let's back up a little bit more. I think that's outside city boundaries. Would be perfect if we can somehow create a road for these trucks to get over there to that industry part of town without having to you know, I'm so bad at this. Oh man, sorry people, this is torture here. Maybe we'll save this for off camera, but you get my idea though. I don't want to surprise anybody with doing a bunch of stuff not on episode, but we'll leave that little spur there. What my hopes and intentions would be is to get something to kind of deviate these trucks where they can kind of come and maybe connect down in here somewhere. So they're not all these trucks, like they're all in the left turn lane. Go down to first camera mode or first person mode. Like they're all just hugging this left turn lane, which is starting to cause a little bit of an issue. And we're at 5,000 residents, so I can't imagine what it's going to be when we get up to 40, 50,000. So that's what I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to leave it now. It's going to take up too much time, but we're going to work on that, and I'll show you the final product next episode. Let's see. So now all of a sudden we've got an extreme residential demand. So let's go ahead. Let's connect this up here. Oops, that's on a curve tool. So let's go regular. Okay. And then maybe we can do some fancy roundabout or something over here. Let's see. I think there's a way to turn this. Oh. Darn it. Wrong button. Oh, look, I left a bunch of streets there. Oh, that's not it. That's actually too big, I think. If we made something like this. Let's see. I kind of like that. Should we go up this? I don't want to just do it just because it's in the middle, you know? I think that would be cool. That should be able to connect. Bam! Alright, and then let's go ahead and connect this up. Perfect. Nice. And I don't know if we should... Can we do a one-way? I'm loving one-way streets right now. There, so does that create a stoplight? Yeah, no stoplight on a one-way street. So that'll work. Anybody needs to get into their homes down this way, perfect. Let's go ahead and lay down some residential. Perfect, perfect. I'm loving the way these roundabouts turn out. Mainly because in this game, the buildings can actually kind of squeeze into little pockets that in SimCity they couldn't. Like you all know when you would get those little corners and buildings wouldn't spawn and be kind of ugly looking. Well, in this game, you know, okay, so you have a big 4x4 square, so you'll spawn up a building like this, but also for the smaller buildings, you know, so little guys like this will spawn up, the foggy residents, you know, so that's cool. Let's get some water. Cool. One more over. Beautiful. And we are losing residents like you can't believe. There's actually I was looking too in the Steam Workshop. For those of you that have this game that haven't yet messed around with that, I was holding off for a while. There's a lot of interesting stuff on there. There's like 10,000 different things you could probably get and download in mods already, and the game came out like, what, 2 weeks ago? Excuse me, I take a sip of my Red Bull. But, yeah, I strongly suggest checking that out. There's some really, really cool stuff on there. I just kind of poked around at it for like 10 minutes. The first person mod is one of the bigger ones. So yeah, I went into that. It's really cool, and it's very, very seamless. You just hit the button and you're there. I mean, it's not, there's no loading screens or anything like that. It's pretty cool. I think up here, oh yeah, or you can click it. See this little thing up here, you can click that, or you could just hit your tab button. So very nice, very nice. Commercial is still pretty demanding, so I guess we'll put that here. Let's get rid of this little, oh, it disappeared. Sometimes they despawn, sometimes you have to actually select it and remove it. So we'll look at that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I guess we can guess we can do another one-way. Let's extend that out a little bit. Was that a one-way? I think it is. Did I pick? Eh. Oh well, we'll leave it two-way. Let's live a little. And then we'll back that off. Kind of trying to fill in these residents for the time being. Hopefully we don't go too crazy here. Garbage piling up. Where are we at on our emptying process? Because I believe when you're emptying... 2%. Good. Good. Some abandons all over the place. Where are my trucks at? 10 trucks in use. 12 trucks in use. No more room. That's why. When you get no more room, the trucks, they seize up unless they're already out on their ventures. Get that address. Once we unlock this guy here, also at 6,500, this helps a lot. The incinerator plant. So, good, good, good. Population is just not climbing the way I want it to. It's really not. Maybe it's because I keep looking at it. I guess we could just take things slow. Take it slow. Alright. Let's see here. I guess we could go with another. This eventually will be all high density. But for now. And you're hearing that chime in the background. I've got my game volume turned down relatively low. But that chime that you keep hearing is a good sign. That's actually... the building's upgrading. So if you keep hearing that chime, you are doing the right thing. Let's check out here. Garbage trucks just aren't making it out. So we can mess with this a little bit here. Building is burned down. It's not good. Let's go ahead and see here. Try to get this right up. Beautiful. Let's see if we can. Oh, I know, I'm sorry. It's like impossible. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. I was gonna say it's like impossible to get a perfect curve in this game, but I think I just got it. All right. Let's put more homes down over here. We are really gonna have to address education with all the new homes that we've added. Maybe that's why our population isn't spiking. Okay, good. We got pipes down this way. Covered. All right. Let's take a quick look at education here. Because I believe education will help. It's more of like a help all. It'll help the fire. It'll help the police coverage. So, okay, elementary school availability. There's 447 eligible, and there's only 285 of a capacity. So that one school's not going to do it. High school, we got no high schools. Let's start with building a high school. I guess over here would probably be best, because then it's going to kind of target both of them, or both sides. Guess we can put it right here. No, I want to save that for residential. Nice. Look at that. Look at all those smiley faces. It reaches almost all the way out to the end there. Alright. So let's take a look at the high school. Am I inside the high school? Look how cool that is. Look at how cool. One of the mods I downloaded, I think, was a Starbucks coffee shop. It's not called Starbucks, it's called something else. So I thought it would be funny if that spawned. Oh, wait, is this it? Yes, this is it here. Sherlock's coffee. Not Starbucks, but Sherlock's. That's pretty funny. I like that. Pretty cool. That's one of them, and there's a couple other ones I can't remember, but I do remember the Starbucks one. That is super cool. Coming along pretty nicely here. We're up at 5,500 residents. We are in a strong demand for residential. I think that's because of that high school we just put down. People want to live here now. They want to move their families in, people. They want to move their families in. Another mod that I'm looking for is actually, I've seen other YouTubers, they have a... And maybe it's in the game here somewhere. I can't find it. But as right now, you kind of have to lay each tree individually. But there's actually a tool that you can actually get. It's like a brush tool almost. I don't know how to do it though. And you could lay like big sections at a time. So I'm looking for that too. I'm thinking that's a mod. But you can kind of put the trees in nice, you know. Helps with noise. There's noise pollution in this game with the roads, so when you have trees, it blocks that. So nice little coverage there. Nice little forest. Let's see what we're doing. I got to pay attention to this. 80%. Look at how quick this is piling up. That's emptying. I guess there's nowhere to put it. That's really what it comes down to. The incinerator. We haven't yet unlocked the incinerators. The city is booming. And since we've just taken out like half of our industry with that stupid garbage, literally garbage. Oh, we can put more here. Nice. Apartments are rising. That's what I like to hear. And I'm hearing the chime of building upgrades, so that's awesome. How's our power looking? I wonder how these things work. Advanced wind turbine. But how does it... I mean, you gotta... I don't understand. You gotta, like, run power lines to it, or... I don't know if I want to mess with that. Just the regular wind turbines is more than enough. So we'll add another one of those, just to keep our head above water. That looks so cool. Look at that. Nice. Alright, alright. Let's see. What is this? This is a park here? Alright, let's take a look at our policies. I was meaning to do that last episode. Energy conservation. Let's see if that helps. And let's see if that helps. Slightly reduces garbage accumulation. Those policies you got to be real careful with, because it sounds like a good idea. Well, you see that? Look at... I just went to a complete... Look at that. Did you just see that? I don't know which one of the policies... Upkeep 5 cents a building. Maybe it was that. I don't think that costs anything. But did you see that spike? Yeah, you got to be real careful with these policies. Because, for example, if I had, let's say, 500,000, and, oh, yeah, I click it. Oh, let me move on. Let me go down here. And you look down, your money is gone. So there's a lesson learned right there. Be really careful with that one. Be real careful with that one. Oh, man. It's easier just to build power plants and put them all over town than to pay for that garbage. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was almost really bad. I mean, I don't have any money to begin with, but that was almost pretty devastating. Okay. So moving along. So we can add more residents in. So we can stretch this along the road here. Cool. Right, awesome, awesome, awesome. I guess we're looking pretty good. These houses are coming along. I want to keep some of these roads straight, just because we're gonna get high rises in here, and we're gonna do some. Let's go one more back. No. space is already occupied. What are you talking about? There you go. Sometimes the roads are funny like that. Like, one way they don't work, but then if you flip it around the other way, it does. I don't know. That we'll have to combat some other way. We'll have to combat. This will look so cool once all the buildings fill in. Come on down. Come move to Paradise Island. We're gonna district this and everything. Well, ladies and gents, I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. I don't think we're gonna hit our 6,500 milestone. Hopefully next episode we'll get to that, as well as unlock. I think 6,800 we unlock our hydroelectric dam, so we can mess around with that. I think that might be our best approach with this beautiful free-flowing water. I don't know where we would put it. Up here might be okay. Unless we put it over here. I don't know. We'll have to look into that. But it will probably dry a lot of this stuff up, so we'll have to see. But appreciate everyone for tuning in. Thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you smash that like button if you're enjoying the series thus far. I'll continue for the next couple minutes here and just destroying our abandoned buildings, and I want to get this thing up and running for next episode. So appreciate you for tuning in. See everyone next time. Bye.